What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News. And I have some breaking news concerning Mauricio Sulaiman. Mauricio Sulaiman was recently attacked by, his name is Drew Titan, because sources told me, along with Drew Titan, and his name is Tay Jones, that Mauricio Sulaiman was not in the dressing room of Deontay Wilder. So, what Mauricio Sulaiman said was false if Tay Jones claimed, like he told a lot of people, that Mauricio was not in both dressing rooms. So why would he lie about that? Right? And that's not a dispute at all. But
hey, Phil.
The problem is, I think that what Tay Jones was saying, well, hey, he was not in the dressing room, so how could he be in both dressing rooms? Okay. I'm going to show you and explain why that's irrelevant. Because the whole glove gate was not for, or not because, Deontay Wilder was accused of cheating. Even though, like, recently he had some gloves with the FedEx just got there or whatever and all this. Now, I think because of Tyson Fury and the things that were said that Tyson Fury did, like turn off the monitor or put something over the monitor when they were rapping and everybody involved. You have to understand, you know how many people are in there when these gloves are being wrapped, these gloves are being put on? I mean, maybe 15, 20 people are in there. You know what I'm saying? So if 15, 20 people, it's hard to convince that Tyson Fury paid off 20 people. You know what I'm saying? Including JD's, because he had to pay off JD's in order for this all to make sense or to be true. Okay? Now, what Tay Jones said was Mauricio was never in the dressing room of Deontay Wilder. But it doesn't mean anything if Deontay Wilder's not the guy being accused. The guy being accused is Tyson Fury. Now, saying all that to say this. Mauricio, I just received a video showing that Mauricio was in the dressing room. Now, he was in the dressing room when the referee, Kenny Bayless, was explaining to Tyson Fury the do's and don'ts, and I'm going to do a total different video on that because there's a lot I want to cover with that by itself. But this shows that Mauricio was in the dressing room of the guy that is accused of cheating, and his name is Tyson Fury. Right? He was in there for at least 3 to 4 minutes, like he said he was. Now, if he said he was in both dressing rooms and Tay Jones called him on that bullshit, that's one thing. But Deontay Wilder is not the guy that was accused of cheating. The glove gate isn't for Deontay Wilder. The glove gate is for Tyson Fury because he is the accused. However, what does it mean that Mauricio wasn't in the dressing room? Nothing. Nothing at all. Why? Because he's not the guy that's wrapping the gloves or inspecting the gloves. Even though he made it seem like he was that guy that was checking along with the officials, that we made sure that this was how it was. But the way he worded it was tricky. So again, if they take that shit to court, it would be hard to show that Mauricio was actually lying. And if you can prove he wasn't in the dressing room of Deontay Wilder, it wouldn't matter because Deontay Wilder wasn't the guy that was supposed to be cheating. So what difference, or what would it matter for him to be in his dressing room? You see what I mean? He just used the politician answer and try to cover up the fact that anything could possibly be going wrong. That's why he cheated. That's why he lied. I'm quite sure, because he's the president of the WBC. He makes sure things don't go wrong under his watch because that is a WBC sanctioned fight. He's the president of the WBC. Okay? So For all shits and giggles, Mauricio was there. I got the link below. You seen the thumbnail, which you were looking at. You seen it on before this video, that Mauricio was in that dressing room of Tyson Fury. So him at least saying, I was there, okay, in Tyson Fury's dressing room, at least halfway is true, right? Even if he was in Deontay Wilder's, it doesn't matter, because Deontay Wilder's not the accused cheat. Tyson Fury is, but he was in Tyson Fury's dressing room. That's what we're talking about. That's where the issue is. So for him saying, like, yes, I was there in both, that's a lie. However, what does it matter? Because nobody's accusing Deontay Wilder of anything recently, or like these channels have made Tyson Fury look out to be this overall career high cheat in the sport of boxing. So he had to cheat that night, February 22nd. But it's just interesting that, appreciate, shout out to Arnold Toscano for sending me this video of Mauricio there, listening to Kenny Bayless explain this to the team of Tyson Fury. Do's and don'ts. Along with, you know, a lot of other people was there, you know? And I just find it strange that, hey, he was there, but if you really peel that onion back, you would see that that wouldn't matter anyway, because even if he wasn't in Deontay Wilder's dressing room, what would it matter? And I know it was trying to imply from Tate Jones, like, well, look, if he wasn't in there in our dressing room, how are we supposed to believe that he was in there in Tyson Fury's dressing room? But evidence shows that he was there in Tyson Fury's dressing room, just like he said he was of the accused boxer that allegedly cheated. Okay? So anyway, that's my take on that. You guys tell me what you think about this breakthrough, a new piece of evidence, if it is ever needed, for the Glovegate accusations. Of course, please subscribe. And all you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.